Exposing more of Kathleen Wynne's dirty fundraising tricks, I'm Brian Lilly with the Rebel.media. If you watch me, listen to me on a regular basis, you know that I'm a regular critic of the mainstream media, of the media party. Too many aren't willing to dig, to look for a real story. They just want to be stenographers for the government in power, especially if that government is liberal. But kudos now to Adrian Morrow from the Globe and Mail for once again digging up dirt, real information, doing real reporting on how the Liberals have been engaging in fundraising over the last several years. His latest nugget is that the cabinet ministers who were given quotas, told to raise hundreds of thousands of dollars a year, primarily from people that they regulated or did business with on behalf of the government, well, it turns out they were using their key staff members, the same people that might schedule meetings with these lobbyists. And according to several people in the business community, they were told, if you want FaceTime with the minister, you've got to pay. You've got to show up at the fundraiser. Morrow spoke to several sources who said they would be told they couldn't get a meeting during the daytime, during regular business hours, but if you came up to such and such event at such and such nightclub or bar or restaurant, you would be guaranteed FaceTime with the minister. This happened with several ministers, according to the report. Then Tourism Minister Michael Coutu, then Attorney General Madeleine Mayer, she's now left politics, then Government House Leader Yasser Naqvi, and then Energy Minister Bob Shirelli. 3 out of those 4 are still in politics. 3 out of 4 still in this Liberal government and presumably using these tactics. Is it beyond shady to have the person that will schedule your meeting with a lobby group or a business group also calling them up and saying, oh yeah, sorry about that meeting, we can't fit it in, but if you're willing to pay, we can get you some FaceTime. It creates an impression that the government is open for business only for those who are willing to donate. And that's not the way it's supposed to operate. Kathleen Wynne's already been exposed for selling FaceTime. Now she's being exposed for using key political staffers who are on the public payroll to do the very same thing. This is simply doesn't pass the smell test. This is beyond reproach. It is an example of how Kathleen Wynne can't tell the difference between the public treasury and the Liberal Party treasury, between what is good for the province and good for her party. She has proposed several different changes to the electoral financing laws in Ontario. I'm not sure that she's the person we should trust to write those laws, given that she's been operating inside this system and benefiting from it for such a long time. Queen's Park is a cesspool of corruption from anyone that I've talked to that used to work there. Once they get out, they have nothing good to say, regardless of which party. It's time to clean up the fundraising at Queen's Park. It's time to clean up the Ontario legislature and bring in some real rules, some real oversight, some real accountability so that people know the government is not for sale.
Thanks for watching. Click here to never miss a Rebel update. Want even more of the Rebel? Well, click here to become a premium member.